All right, there we go, and we're live. Um, so excuse me, I had to clear my throat there. Um, I'm just doing this quick live stream here to take a look at my security cameras. I noticed something kind of weird, not that weird, but kind of weird on my security cameras. So let me explain the setup here. Bruce, you gotta be good. I got Bruce here because otherwise he whines at me. He wants to go OUT and play, and he's bossy. So anyway, let's let me explain the setup first. So I have an NVR. Um, let's do this first. So how I noticed this is I have a pfSense router, which is a computer that you install pfSense on, and it acts as a router firewall, basically, firewall and router, and it has a lot of good plugins and like enterprise level, features that you would find on really expensive routers, and it's free and it's pretty easy to set up and it's pretty solid. I've been using it for years and years. Um, I did have the power go out and it actually killed my pfSense box. Like it wouldn't boot up, and it also killed the operating system on this computer that I'm on now, my main computer. So just a power outage for a second made two of my operating systems not bootable. So I redid the operating system on this computer, and I redid the operating system on pfSense and reset it up. So I was reconfiguring everything, and because I didn't take a backup of the pfSense, which you should. It would have made things easier. But in doing that, I've kind of been looking at NTOP, and NTOP is a plugin for pfSense, which monitors network traffic and flows and stuff like that. So this is NTOP. You can get there from in pfSense. You have to enable it, and then you just click on this and it'll bring you into it. You have to log in. So and it has a lot of useful information. So if we look at hosts, basically I have a DV, like an NVR, a security camera brain, and it's wireless and it doesn't have plugins, so you can't run a camera with Ethernet straight to the NVR I have. You have to run it through, a switch or your network plugins, or wirelessly. So currently, my two cameras I have are set up wirelessly, and they're actually cheap cameras. And if Bruce will allow me, I'll show you. And because they're so cheap and Chinese or Korean, I don't know what they are, but um, this is basically the two cameras I have. I have two other ones that came with the NVR, but these are the two I have hooked up now. And yeah, so we're going to look at those. Here's the NVR. Oops. The NVR is actually on 1.2. Yep, so DVR I have it, but it's a NVR or whatever. That's my security camera brain, right? And if we look at this, we can see, the traffic sent, received, and if we look at peers, we can see what it's connected to, and it's connected to my two cameras, right? Which are good, 10.00.34 and 10.00.33. And this is connected through wireless through a Linksys router that I'm using as a wireless access point, and the Linksys router plugs directly into my pfSense. So we can see these aren't going out to Amazon. Now, if we click on one of the cameras, like 33 here, and we look at the peers, you can see right here it's connected to the DVR, which it should be, right? And it's sent 2 gigs. Seems normal. It's also connected to this Amazon server, which I'm not exactly sure why it's going out to there. I don't have the NVR set up to be able to be seen from outside. I do run this program, which is the like a program to see on a computer your cameras. They're doing construction outside the house. They've been doing that forever. But anyway, so that's outside. And, I'll just leave that open for right now. But if we go back to the pfSense, right? And the end top here, and go to peers again. I don't see traffic increasing when I turn that on, so I don't think that's why it's going out there. And the DVR, I didn't really see go out to Amazon. So it's only these 2 cameras, and it's just weird. Now, possibly it's going out on the internet because they're on different subnets, but I don't think so, because in my pfSense rules, my firewall rules, I have opt5, which is my 10010 network, which only has the DVR plugged into it. And I have everything wide open right now. I need to kind of clamp it down and shut stuff down. But for right now, I have any rules. And then Opt6 is a bridge that has, it basically is acting like a switch, because I don't need different IPs for all my other devices, really, at this point. But anyway, yeah, so I have, any rule to be able to pass traffic from the 2 different networks, from the one that NVR is on and the one, and my normal one that the cameras are on currently, because they're connected through wireless. I am going to wire them at some point, and they'll all be on the same subnet. They'll all be on 10010. Hopefully this keeps up with people. But the point is, I don't actually see why the camera should be going out to Amazon right now. And let's take a look here. So yeah. So, and also it shows as server. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's normal. Maybe it's going out there to as a, I don't know, broadcast, or like, I have no idea why it would be going out there and looking for that. Like, I kind of want my security cameras to be on their own subnet and not go out on the internet. unless I'm trying to connect to them from out on the internet. So it might be that I need to adjust firewall rules and lock it down a bit, or maybe it's normal because a lot of companies use Amazon servers. A lot of stuff's hosted on those and whatnot. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's very odd. And if we look at the other camera too, I think we're on 33. Let's look at 34. We'll look at peers. Same thing. Going out to Amazon. That one's actually, yeah, going out. But I mean, it's not a lot of data. It's not like it's sending the entire stream. It's like almost like it's just checking in. So anyway, I just wanted to show that because it's kind of a boring video, but and I don't have answers. I'm not solving anything. It's just something I noticed, and I don't know if it should be going out to Amazon because it really shouldn't need to right now. It should be on my LAN. So I don't know why it's going out there. So I'll look at that and I'll make another video or an update once I figure out why it's doing that or what's going on. But it's I don't know. It's kind of disturbing because it's not like this is a Ring camera either. It's a cheap IC camera that's not an Amazon product. So I don't know why it's going out there. Basically, it should be on its own subnet, but I don't know. If somebody sees this and knows the answer, like leave a comment like, hey, that's normal or whatever. I don't know. But regardless, that's it for right now. I'm gonna stop streaming and go play with this crazy dog. All right.